Good morning, traders. How the devil are you? I hope you are well. As you can see, the sun is literally rising. That's how early I get up for you guys and do the analysis, but no problem. I enjoy it. What is today? Today is Tuesday, the 15th of November, guys. And as always, we'll look back at yesterday's trades. That's where we learn lots of things. We're going to look at today's potential trades, and we're also going to look at the important news today as well, guys. All right. So before I get started, you know I have to do a few shout outs. First of all, Discord, guys. Come and join it. Discord. Yeah, there's lots of traders in there sharing ideas. There's some tutorials we're going to start adding to the Discord channel so you can learn trading. There'll be loads of cool features in there, and we're going to keep adding to it. So, yeah, join the Discord channel, guys. You won't be disappointed. Secondly, yeah, don't forget the live stream tomorrow morning. Yeah, tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. London GMT. We're going to do a live stream. So it'll be in real time. Ask as many questions as you like, and I will answer all of them. And finally, we've got a mentorship program now, guys. So if you're interested in that, then yeah, you can be mentored one-on-one with myself. So if you're interested, send us an email. All the information you need is in the video description, guys. Okay, my editor's happy. I'm happy, like a marriage. Okay, so let's start with yesterday's trades, guys. Yeah, so the first one we're going to look at is this. This was the Aussie dollar against the Swiss franc, guys. And we were looking to short this pair. So remember, your day chart is your reason why, guys. So it was in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We're not sure if it kind of broke out of here, guys. So this was the last high. Yeah, and it was sort of in an uptrend. It found this higher low here. But then this level here held because this grey zone was a weekly resistance level. But then eventually, guys, price come down and it broke this last low. So that's the important bit for us. Yeah, it didn't create higher highs. That should say red flag to your brain. And then the lower lows were broken with this candle. So structurally, we were in a downtrend. All right. If I take all my pink scribblings away, you can see that here this low was broken with this candle, and then we also had this candle form as well. So we just wanted to come from one of our gray zones back down to this blue line, guys. All right, so that was the idea. Let's take a look on the H1 to see what actually happened. So yeah, the thing with this one is, guys, well, there's a couple of things I was looking at throughout the day. So first and foremost, I was looking at this candle here. So this would have been quite an aggressive trade, but for me, that was a very bearish engulfing candlestick pattern. Okay. So when I saw this candle happen, I was then looking for an M15 structure break, which I didn't get. Okay. So if I drop down to the M15 for you guys, so that candle was forming at around 8 o'clock. Yeah. So as you can see, guys, yeah, the candle was around this time here. Okay. But then I never got a break of this structure, guys. Yeah. You can see M15 just kept bouncing off of this level, bouncing, 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 bouncing. And it never broke, guys. So it just illustrates how important that extra M15 structure piece of confluence is, yeah, and how we can use it. So it kept me out of this trade because it didn't break this level. All right, go back to the H1 now, guys. So yeah, that's why I didn't enter on that candle. I was considering it, but didn't get M15 structure break. And then obviously, guys, there was this candle. Yeah, there was this huge candle that I know a few of you guys were mentioning in the Discord channel. And yeah, because it's so huge, it makes it difficult to trade. So you could wait for a retrace, yeah, up to here and potentially get in. Yeah, you can wait for a retrace up to here to take it lower. Or you could adopt that strategy that I use where I enter. Let's say my trade is normally 100K. I've shown you this before, guys. I enter 50K on the close of that candle. And when I get a retrace, I can enter another 50K up here. But my stop will still really have to be up here. All right. But as it happens, guys, yeah, I didn't trade this pair, okay, because, yeah, the risk to reward just wasn't there. Even if I did get a bit of movement down, this is this next level of potential support. And it just didn't make sense as a trade all of a sudden. So we'll see what it does today. It could come back up and retest this H1 high and then come back down. So it'd be interesting to see what happens today. But I didn't get in this one because the next trade gave me a better setup. So the next one was this, guys. It was the pound against the Swiss franc. Okay, so we were seeing a bit of Swiss franc strength yesterday. And let's just first look at the structure. Okay, so we were in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Didn't quite carry this momentum on, hence the dotted line. That's new. I might use this dotted line more often. And then price come down, breaking this last low. It's even broke these lows over here. Okay, so yeah, structurally we're in a downtrend. If I zoom in so we can look at the candles, yeah, we had this candle break these lows. Yeah, and then we also had this very bearish candle as well. So the idea was just to come from one of our grey zones back down to this higher time frame target, this psychological level. All right, guys. So yeah, that was the idea on the day chart. Let's look on the H1 to see what the hell happened. Yeah, and yeah, it already broken these lows, guys. Yeah, and it was a strong bearish candle. So this grey zone, yeah, it was quite an aggressive trade, but a viable trade. Yeah, this grey zone was okay for us to trade. What I didn't like, guys, was when I saw this candle here. Yeah, because this has broken the last highs. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't get on any candle before this, but when I saw this candle, it started to think, okay, does it have more room to the upside? But this grey zone actually held. But it was this candle here that gave me the impetus, the reason I needed to enter this trade, because the close of this has then closed below these last H1 lows here. Okay, so this was the candle I entered on because sellers had taken control and H1 structure had come back into a downtrend. Okay, so yeah, this was the candle I entered on, guys. I got a bit of a retrace up to these last lows here. Remember, use the M15 chart to refine your entries. I've shown you that many times. I entered here, put my stop above here. Okay, and then obviously this target here, yeah, I had to go a little bit further than that. Okay, and I actually got out around here for 80%. Okay, so as you can see, guys, I'd got this was my risk. Okay, and then this from here, from this entry here down to here, this was my reward. So it was a little bit more than a risk to reward of 1:1. So happy trader. And then I've let 20% run, guys. And I'll tell you what's happened here. So I was just letting 20% run. This was where my stop loss was. And I moved my stop loss above this swing high. So this was my 20% stop loss. And as you can see, guys, I've just been taken out. No problem. I still made a small bit of profit. So remember, our entry was here. I still made this on the remaining 20%. Okay. And I put my stop here because this was the last swing H1 swing high. Okay, guys, so that's how I traded that one. Happy trader. We made some money. I know some of you did in the Discord channel. Well done, you. Next trade was Aussie dollar against the New Zealand dollar. Now, this was an interesting one because it showed us where we could enter during the day, if that makes sense. So this is the day chart, guys. It was clearly in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And then we're just thinking, where was the next lower high? And obviously it was here. Yeah, because it happens time and time and time and time and time and time again. Yeah, what was once support here, when it breaks, comes back up, it becomes good resistance. All right. And that's exactly what's happened, guys. It's become good resistance. All right. And then if we look at this bearish candle here, yeah, it's bounced off of this key level. Okay. So the idea was just to come back down to our basically these last lows, guys. All right. And this psychological level. Okay. So that was the idea. What's not to like about this idea? And then we always execute on the H1, guys. So this is what I was seeing. So we're going to look at this on a H1 and the H4, guys. All right. So this area here, yeah, acted as an area, as a new area for the H1. Yeah. Because this happened, you know, I was plotting, I was doing my analysis yesterday before this price action even happened. Okay. So this sort of creates a new H1 higher, lower high. Okay, so this is what I was looking at. So when price got to here, we could come back down again. Okay, but it didn't really happen, guys. All right, it wasn't until we got this candle here that I was interested in trading this pair. Okay, I know it hasn't reached our gray zone. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I have two eyeballs that work. So let me now drop down to the H4, guys, or drop up. Is that possible? Drop up? I don't think that's possible. So this gray zone here, remember, was that H1 swing high. And as you can see, it was a good area on the H4. Price really pushed down here. So this trade almost become a H4 trade. If I actually make this to the top of that triangle, the wick there, yeah, this wick here. So price kept within this, yeah, it broke above this, but then closed back in with this wick. Yeah, it tried to go higher again, but it closed back into this gray zone with this wick. So this is clear selling pressure here. Yeah, it started over here. Yeah, and then sellers have seen this level, and then they've used it here and here. Okay, and sellers are now using this level to push price lower. Okay, so as a result of that, I was willing to take this candle. Okay, so I entered on the close of this candle. Okay, I put my stop above the high. Okay, and then I've literally this morning just closed for a risk to reward of 1:1. Okay. All right. So yeah, close this for a risk to reward of 1:1. And then, guys, I'm going to let 20% run back down to that psychological level that I showed you on the day chart. So again, guys, be aware of what is happening during the day. Obviously, I plan to the nth degree every morning, but price can show you where it's reacting throughout the day. And then you get a new level like this gray zone here. But this was more of a H4 level, guys. Okay, so there, be aware of the different time frames, be aware of the new support resistance zones forming. All right, so yeah, guys, I hope you followed some of those trade ideas. They were good trades. Let's take a look at today's trades now. Guys, I hope you followed some of the trade ideas from yesterday. We had another profitable day, and I hope you enjoyed the recap of yesterday's trades. If you did, then come join us, amigo. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button, and also smash the like button. It really helps support the channel, and it makes us very happy. So thank you if you do. Guys, before I show you what I'm looking at today, 3 announcements to keep my editor happy, to keep him off my back. First one, Discord channel, come join it. You won't be disappointed. Loads of great information in this Discord channel. Yeah, there's tutorials, there's going to be more tutorials, there's trade ideas, and people just sharing knowledge, guys. So come join our Discord channel. It's great fun in there. Secondly, Don't forget the live stream tomorrow. Woohoo! Wednesday already tomorrow. Yeah, love the live stream, guys. Love interacting with you. So 6:30 a.m. London GMT tomorrow morning, Wednesday. Come join us. Ask as many questions as you like, guys. All right. So come join us for that. And finally, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then we also have a mentorship program, guys. So just email us for that. All the information you need is in the video description, guys. Okay, so before I start the trade ideas for today, we've only got two really. They're tricky markets at the moment, but yeah, we've only got two trades that we're looking at today. But I want to take a look at the yen to start with, guys, because it is potentially one of our trade ideas. But so let's start with US dollar yen, because the yen's is it breaking down? Is the yen, having a bit of strength these days? Because as we know, it's been super weak forever. So if we just look at the weekly chart, this is US dollar Japanese yen. Yeah. And have you seen an uptrend like that? Yeah. If you bought here and sold here, yeah, you can now buy the mansion in the Hamptons. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, a super duper uptrend. Okay. But if we go down to the day trend, yeah, we've been seeing a bit of a resurgence of the yen. It's become stronger and it's broken this key level here. All right, so it was once resistance, then it becomes support, then it broke, and it's kept breaking every level. All right, so structurally we're in a downtrend. We thought, would it react at this level, these last lows? No, just come crashing down through that. Yeah, with this candle here. But now it's at this is a weekly level. All right, so it'd be interesting to see what price does here. But so we need to be a bit cautious with the yen, but because it's at a weekly level here, this could quite easily be support. But looking at this selling pressure, it's pretty strong momentum to the downside. All right. So yeah, the question is, are we seeing yen strength now? Okay, so we're going to look at a couple of other pairs and see how this yen strength is affecting things. So let's look at a couple of examples. So we've got euro yen. Okay, I was looking at these pairs thinking this could be a trade idea. The problem we have here is these last lows haven't broke. Yeah, or they've broken to the T. Yeah, these last levels here are just about holding here. Okay, but arguably this was the last low and we've had a break of this structure. So price was in an uptrend. Yeah, it's arguably broken this low as well. We're seeing lower lows, lower highs. We're seeing lower highs. So this is telling me that structure is breaking down on euro yen. What I really want to see is a break of this grey zone, retest, then come down. But it could be a trade idea for today. But it's not one that I'm going to fully endorse. It's just the things I'm looking at. If price, come back up to here and we started getting a H1 structure breakdown, yeah, I would consider taking this trade. All right. So I'm just showing you how not euro yen, but the yen pairs in general are breaking down. Let's have a look at another yen pair. This is New Zealand dollar against the yen, and this has broken down. Yeah. So price was in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. I'm also going to get t-shirts made up saying higher highs and another t-shirt saying lower lows. Okay, again, get your colors in that you want. Sorry, I digress. Yeah, so this is coming back down and this is in a downtrend. It's broken these lows. Okay, the problem is it's found support here. Okay, and it's bounced off of this support, but we are in a downtrend. Okay, so again, if price comes up to a certain level and then we start seeing a H1 structure breakdown, yeah, I'm willing to take shorts on this as well. Okay, because the signs are there that the yen is gathering strength. All right. So that's another one. And then the fourth yen pair we're looking at is this. This is the pound against the Japanese yen. So again, this is already broken down in terms of day structure. Yeah, higher highs, higher lows. It was using this grey zone as an area of support. Yeah, but eventually this diagonal channel broke, and then even eventually these last lows broke. Yeah, these lows here. So structurally, that is in a downtrend. We're seeing a slight head and shoulders pattern here. Yeah, if you look at this, shoulders, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. I apologize for my singing, but yeah, we've got a shoulder, head, shoulder. So a head and shoulders pattern. We've broken the lows. So I'm going to say this is a trade idea for today. I prefer this out of all of the yen pairs. All right. I didn't trade it the day before because I wanted to see how it reacts. Okay. So we're seeing that structurally we're in a downtrend. Okay. And we're seeing a head and shoulders pattern. And this grey zone is super important. So this is a trade idea for today, guys. Pound against the Japanese yen short. So let's take a look at what is happening in this grey zone. So if we look on the H4 first and foremost, guys. So H4 is in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And this is the last H4 lower high. Yeah, this one, okay. So this grey zone now becomes important because if H4 structure breaks, not interested. Yeah, not interested. Let's go down to the H1 now. Look at H1 structure. So H1 structure is arguably already broke. Yeah, so it comes up, it was in an uptrend, and then it's come down, and then we're all of a sudden in a downtrend, but then it's come back up, broken this high, we're in an uptrend again. Okay, so it's been quite, it's been a scruffy H1 structure. Okay, but like I say, guys, if price comes back up to here, remember, this is that last H4 high. It becomes a H4 trade almost, yeah? So we could start looking for shorts back up at this high. Yeah, if we get a strong reaction, we can start taking price lower, okay? Remember, my target will be here for 80%, and then I'll leave 20% to run, okay? Or to be extra short, price could come up to here. You could wait for H1 structure to change, or you could even wait for M15 structure to start breaking down. Yeah, just add a piece of confluence to this trade. But again, guys, if it breaks above, yeah, this level, not interested. All right, so pound yen short. That's the first idea, and that's how we're going to trade it. Second idea, guys, is this is the Aussie dollar against the New Zealand dollar. And this is a trade from yesterday, guys, as you know. Okay, so we just like the daily structure here. Yeah, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And then this grey zone, yeah, what was once support is now resistance. Okay, we love, 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 love this pattern. Okay, that's another one. We love this pattern. That's going to be on a t-shirt. And then we've got this very strong bearish candle react at that level. Okay, I know yesterday was a little bit of a green candle, but we still had a bit of a wick on it, and it's an inside candle. Okay, but so yeah, we're looking for shorts, guys. What I like about this is the H1 structure, guys. Okay, so remember, I'm still in this for 20%. But what has happened, guys, as you can see, we had sort of H1 structure coming up. Yeah, coming up. But then eventually this last low here is broken. So now we have H1 structure with us as well, guys. So what I'd be looking for is perhaps a retrace into this low. Yeah. And then we can start taking price back down. Okay, the H1 structure's with us. Just trade with the H1 structure. You want to try and hide your stop above a swing high, yeah, on a downtrend. Yeah, you know, like these swing highs. Hide your stop above the swing highs. All right, my 20% for the remainder of the trade that I already have is here currently. Okay, if we get a retrace into here, Yeah, it'd be a nice entry, and then we can hide our stop here. All right, guys. So yeah, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar short, that's a trade idea, and pound yen short is also a trade idea. But I'm also looking at all the yen pairs because I see that they are breaking down, guys. Okay. So yeah, that's the trade ideas for today. Let's take a look at the news now. Guys, if you're enjoying this daily morning analysis, I hope you are, then come join us. Subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button, and also smash the like button, guys. Really help support the channel. Thank you. So news overnight, guys. There was a bit of, news for Tuesday, the 15th of November. I must make the date clear. So there's a bit of news overnight. Yeah, we had some 3-star ratings in terms of meeting minutes coming out of Australia, and we had some worse than expected China data. So that could have had an impact on the Aussie dollar. But the news we're interested in, guys, is this. First of all, at 7 o'clock London GMT, we've got employment data coming out, guys. So we've got 2 3-star ratings coming out of the UK. So that could really move any pound pair, guys. We carry on down. The next piece of important news that we're interested in is this. At 10 o'clock London GMT, we got the economic sentiment coming out of Germany. So this can really affect any euro pair. It only gives the GDP here 2 stars, but I still think if these are big misses, these GDP figures, that could have a real impact on the euro as well. All right, and then if we carry on down, the last piece of news that we're interested in is this. At 1:30 London GMT, coming out of the US, we've got PPI figures. All right, guys, so yeah, that could affect any US dollar pair. So, guys, that's the news. I hope you've enjoyed the vid. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share. I hope you have a fantastic trading day, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.